If you're upgrading to a bigger home, the prettiest model isn't always the best built home. Today I'm touring a J. Patrick model in the Woodlands Hills in Willis, Texas, and I'm going to show you what upgrades actually matter and what's just there to make you feel like you need to spend more. Stay till the end because I'm also sharing the exact questions I have my private clients ask before they sign anything, and it's the easiest way to tell if you're paying for quality or just paying for pretty. Hey, I'm Allie, the real estate doc. I help buyers around Conroe, Willis, and North Houston, especially people upgrading into a bigger home and trying to choose the right builder without getting distracted by all the shiny stuff. If you want help comparing builders, incentives, and what's actually worth paying for, hit the link below and let's chat. So when I'm walking one of my private clients through a model home, I'm not looking for wow. I'm looking for what you'll still love in 6 months when it's a random Tuesday and real life is happening. And here's the thing, models are designed to be very distracting. That's not shady, it's literally their job. But if you're upgrading to a bigger home, the decisions aren't small. This is usually real money added to your monthly payment. So the point of this tour isn't to rate the decor, it's to help you choose the right builder for your next chapter without spending in the wrong places. So I'm gonna break this into 5 things to watch for as we tour. Number 1, separate structural from styling. Structural is the stuff that's expensive or painful to change later, like layout changes, adding an extended covered patio, maybe an extra garage space, ceiling height choices, window placement, a bigger shower footprint. These are things that are really hard to change, and it's basically like do it now or you probably won't do it or you're looking at a big price tag. Styling is paint colors, light fixtures, hardware, accent walls, a lot of the Pinterest must-haves. I love this part of home shopping, but I don't want you confusing those things with quality. Most people underestimate the amount of work and money that goes into a big project too. I had a client recently who was interested in a home because of what it could be, not what it was now. And it was already at the top of their budget, so realistically, they weren't going to put in the work, at least for quite some time, before they were able to do what they really want to do with it. Another thing people often do is ask the builder to add certain aesthetic upgrades, like light fixtures, for example, when you could buy that same fixture yourself and have it installed for much cheaper than the builder is willing to do. Little things like this are just things to think about if you're trying to conserve your budget, because those little touches can add up fast. Number 2, when you're upgrading, you're usually doing it because you want life to feel easier. So the functionality of the layout should matter more than anything else when choosing a home. Here's what I'm watching for. Do the rooms serve a real purpose, or is there just a bunch of open space? Can someone work, cook, relax, and move around without everybody colliding? Is there a place for everyday stuff like shoes, backpacks, packages, dog gear, Costco hauls, all of the above? If a house looks great but it feels chaotic, that chaos doesn't magically go away after closing. It just gets more and more noticeable the longer you live in the home. It can also get expensive if you're having to make changes in the home to accommodate your lifestyle, such as installing storage systems in places when they don't already exist in the areas that your family needs. One of my favorite layout hacks is when the laundry room connects to the primary bathroom and closet. So in many homes, the laundry room is halfway across the house or off of the garage or the kitchen, which just doesn't make any sense to me. Another one is where the garage door is located. In some plans, the garage opens directly to like a mud area where you can take off your shoes and unload things. Then you walk right by the pantry and into the kitchen. So rather than having to track through the house to bring your groceries in, it's right there, easily accessible. It's little things like this that aren't actually little at all, and you don't always think about them on your initial tour of the home when your eyes are pulled to everything that's bright and shiny. Number 3, quality isn't determined by the backsplash or the flooring or the paint. Quality is the stuff you notice after you've lived there for 6 months or several years. Here are a few quality checks you can do on the tour of a home. Fit and finish consistency. Doors, cabinet lines, drawer gaps, do they look even and intentional or a little close enough? Trim and paint detail, clean lines at the corners, caulk that isn't messy, no obvious waves or rough cutouts. Tile work, are there straight grout lines, clean edges, consistent spacing, especially where tile meets the tub, shower, and vanity? Floor transitions, do thresholds feel smooth and planned or like they were patched in? Window and door operation, open and close something. If it already sticks in the model, that's information. And lastly, noise and feel. When you walk, do floors feel solid? Do doors feel hollow or substantial? You're not diagnosing here, you're just noticing things. When I walk through a home with a client, I let them walk around and ooh and ah over all the fancy features, try to visualize how their furniture would fit in the space, and whether they could see their family living there ultimately. But behind the scenes, I'm actually focusing on all of these little details and making note of anything that stands out to me so that we can address it later. Because for most people, these things just aren't top of mind on that initial tour. Number 4 is the model home reality check, and this is one about money and expectations. A model home is almost never the normal version of the house. It's the upgraded version staged to feel expensive. So the big mistake I see buyers make when they're upgrading to a newer or larger home is letting the model set their baseline for what's included and what it should cost. Before you get emotionally attached, you need 3 numbers. Number 1, the base price. Number 2, the lot premium. And number 3, a realistic upgrades budget. And here's the habit that keeps you out of trouble. Every time you love something, ask, is that standard or is that an upgrade? And what's the price if I wanted to add that feature into my home? Because models make your brain assume everything you're seeing is part of the house, and that's unfortunately just not the reality. That's why I help my clients sort everything into 3 buckets: standard, structural, and decorative. Not because you can't have the pretty upgrades, you absolutely can. I just want you choosing them on purpose, not accidentally. One example I can share about a client I was working with were some add-on features in the model home that were not part of the basic package. So they fell in love with the tray ceilings, the bay window in the primary bedroom. There was a beautiful sliding glass patio door that opened up the living space wide open to the covered patio, and the double layered windows, which they call storefront windows. These are actually ridiculously expensive even for the builder to install in the model, and oftentimes they don't even offer them in the standard homes. So I don't know why they even put them in, but that's an issue for another time. So the builder should be able to price out each of these upgrades separately for you. Like for example, $6,000 for the bay window, maybe $15,000 for the sliding patio door, and so on. And then you can decide what makes sense to take or leave. But don't just assume everything you see in the model is included, because chances are most of it is not. Number 5, price reality. In the Woodlands Hills, J. Patrick is positioned as a builder who offers some of the largest floor plans in the community. You'll see pricing starting around the high 500,000s and go up from there depending on size and lot. So of course, determining what price point you're comfortable with comes first. Then you want to compare value, not just the model experience. Quick context on what you're seeing here. This is the Sabine floor plan, and it's a great example of why model homes can mess with your expectations. This particular model is built with a bunch of options to show what the floor plan can do, including an added 5th bedroom and a 4th full bath. Those things alone push the model to about 4,400 square feet. Now, even without the options, the Sabine is still a serious floor plan. It's just under 4,000 square feet in its base design, and its setup is ideal for a lot of people in several ways, such as the downstairs bedroom with ensuite bath, the dining setup that connects to the kitchen through the butler's pantry, so you can keep daily mess out of sight when people come over, and the extended utility room with a space for a freezer and optional sink. The Sabine base price is $699,990, but this model isn't even the biggest plan offered here. In the Woodlands Hills, this builder has 18 different floor plans, ranging from 2,800 to 4,600 square feet, with options offering up to 6 bedrooms and 6 full baths. Pricing in the community starts at $590,000. Who tends to love this style of builder? People upgrading who want a home that feels substantial with a layout that functions Monday through Friday, not just something that photographs well. So even their smallest home at 2,800 square feet is not a small home. So this is definitely for people who want some space to spread out. Who should slow down and compare harder? I would say if the monthly payment is your number one priority, you should compare multiple builders and their incentives. The best financial decision and the best home, unfortunately, don't always align, so you need to make sure you're comfortable locking into the payment long term and know that what you're paying for is worth it. Here's what I would tell a private client of mine if they told me that they like this builder and this style of home in terms of what I'd do next. I'd first help them separate their wants from their must-haves. We'd price the structural items first and compare it against at least two alternatives, so you're choosing based on value, not just the way the model home presented. Even if my client falls in love with the first home they see, I always try to walk them through at least two more options because opinions can change fast, and I want to ensure that they're beyond happy with their purchase for years to come. Okay, so like I promised in the beginning, I'm going to fill you in on what questions I recommend asking before you pick a builder. What makes you stand out as a builder, and why do people choose you over others? What comes standard in the base home, and what do the upgrades I'm interested in cost? What are the most common upgrade regrets buyers have? What is your build timeline, and how often will we get updates along the way? What do the warranties cover? How are warranty requests handled, and what is the process? Lastly, what's the real all-in budget after the lot premium and all of our must-have upgrades? If you're upgrading in North Houston and you want help running these comparisons, hit the link below and let's dive into it. Please drop a comment if there was something from this video that was helpful, and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can catch the next one. As I'm sure you guys can tell, new construction is definitely a passion of mine, as is helping people relocate from different states, different communities, and just upgrading their lifestyle, whether that's a bigger home, a home with smarter features, a neighborhood with better amenities, whatever that looks like for you. So if there's anything I can do, any questions I can answer, any guidance I can give, I'm more than happy. Please reach out. My contact info is down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.